Hey, good morning for me. Good afternoon, good evening for you, whenever you're seeing this. Thanks for coming by Empowered Sobriety. My name's Tim. This is a companion to the website at 4stepsobriety.com, the number 4stepsobriety.com. What I try to do here is share tidbits of strategies and tactics that I use to get sober in the early going. I'm sneaking up on 33 years sober now. And as I've said here a bunch of times, I don't really think about sobriety anymore. I'm very grateful for it, but I never have urges. I haven't had urges for decades. But I know I've talked to some friends and they've reminded me what it's like in the early going. If you're trying to get sober and you've gotten to the point where it feels like it's taking control of your life, um, it's a challenging time. And I'm here to help you with that if you find that 12 step didn't work for you, which is the majority of people that try it. So I have a metaphor for you today. We're going to call building your new sober life, we're going to refer to it as building your cabin. You see the cabin that I'm in here. I was fortunate to have the opportunity to refurbish this 6 years ago. It took us a couple years. Um, I just love it. And it occurred to me when I was thinking about this yesterday that it's a lot like my sobriety, in that there was a lot of work here. And there's a cliche you're going to hear in AA. If you've been to AA meeting once or twice, you may or may not have heard this. If you've been to AA meetings a lot, you've heard this endlessly. And I hate it. I really don't like it. And it's just the term that this is a cunning and baffling disease that you're attempting to deal with. And since you're diseased and powerless and flawed and incapable of being fundamentally honest with yourself and others, of course you don't have what it takes to deal with something that's cunning and baffling. So it's neither. It's not cunning or baffling, and that's completely unhelpful. It's really not a good way to frame something when you're trying to get sober initially. So cunning is more of um, a a thing that a predatory businessman might be cunning, and that's helpful for him. Um, Baffling is just on its face completely untrue. So it's not either of those, and I'm going to try to help explain why I think the metaphor for building your cabin will be helpful for you today. So, um, first of all, why it seems baffling is in the early going, you're going to be dealing with habitual thought patterns that are deep seated. And depending on your own experiential path and your friends and family and the society you're in and how your path has evolved, you're going to have really deep seated strategies that will manifest when you first stop drinking in lots of thoughts popping up that almost seem like a different person kind of saying, come on, you can go have a drink. What are you doing this for? This is crazy. You've got a job, you're functional, all your friends drink. Everything you've done is with a drink. Your drinking has help you socialize. It's helped you have relationships. It's good for you. It's fun. What are you doing? Why are you trying not to? You're going to experience that, and maybe that's what they uh, categorize as baffling. But it's not baffling if you identify it as that, as simple, long standing habitual thought patterns that you're going to be breaking up. And it's going to take some time. It's simple to understand. It's not baffling, but it's hard work. So, where the metaphor comes in, and let's say we're going to view building your new sober life as building a cabin. Well, the first thing you're going to be doing is building a foundation, right? This cabin is not big. It's 22 feet by 24 feet. So let's say that you are going to build this like it's your new sober life. And you have a spade shovel. You don't have the benefit of a backhoe or any kind of machinery. I'll give you a 6 foot pry bar too, because this is rocky soil here in northern New Jersey. So you're going to need to deal with some rocks. So you're going to have to dig by hand a trench that's down to the frost line. So let's just say you've got to go 4 feet down and dig this thing. You're going to hit all kinds of rocks. It's going to be slow going. And that is the undoing of the habitual thought patterns that are established over time, is you digging this foundation for your new sober life, your beautiful cabin. So the first day, you're going to feel like you've made almost no progress. The second day, you're out with your shovel, shoveling again. You make very little progress. The third day, fourth day, same thing. The initial weeks are going to be slow going where you're upturning rocks and digging stuff out. And you'll start to see it start to take shape. But that's just the first side. You have four parts of this to build. So you get to the end of the first side, you've got 22 feet. This has taken you months now. Day by day by day, you keep chipping away. It's taken you months, and you've got one side of the trench. You haven't even poured the foundation for your new life yet, but you do have most of the old stuff cleared out, and you're ready to pour a foundation. Then you turn the corner, and now you've got the 24-foot side, and you've got to do that. That's even more work. And then you turn the corner, you've got another 22, and then you turn the corner. Finally, months and months later, you're ready. You've gotten all this rock out. You've dug this foundation. You're ready. And in sobriety terms, months, and for me, it was about 6 months where I started feeling good. And my tactics that I use, which are the metaphor here for digging a trench, was walking and deep breathing, like every day. I had constant urges initially, and I've already made a video about the walking and deep breathing, but I can't overstate the importance of that tactic for me. I lost 30 pounds in the first 6 months without trying. I felt so much better, and my energy was better. And I realized that after each walk, no matter how badly I felt when I started, I felt better. Not only just physically energized, but mental clarity. My outlook was enhanced. And I realized that tactic was key for me. So that for me was digging the foundation to build my new cabin, my new life in sobriety. The other part is then you're going to pour the foundation. And once you do that, now you're going to start hewing logs, and you're going to start putting this whole thing together. The whole thing takes time, and all of it takes effort, but it's not baffling. It's simple. The concept is simple. It's just a lot of hard work, and it's very worth it. And I can tell you, by the time I got to 1 year, my urges were very few. I still had a few, but I knew I had committed to myself. The other part of the strategy that's very key, along with the constant walks and deep breathing and committing to that, was deceptively hard, and that was getting really good clarity on what my life would look like moving forward drinking, and then getting really good clarity on what my life would look like moving forward without drinking. And you've got to have clarity on both of those, so you feel profoundly bad about the decision to keep drinking and pretty darn good about the decision to not drink. So the combination of getting real good clarity on those, and then having tactics that you can use to address the predictable, constant urges initially, are really the foundation that you're building to build your new cabin, which is your new life in sobriety. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I have a bunch of other ideas coming up for topics to address in the coming weeks. So again, thanks for coming by. You can do this. You're not powerless. You can do this. Thanks. Hey, go build your cabin. Start making that foundation today, okay?